I never said that. But you're like throwing out fucking.
We're throwing it out to America.
What, to lift this?
Yeah.
No, this is great. This works out great. I use the battery. Actually, this is get the whole field. Listen, we figure it out around here, you know?
First pitch coming up?
Yep, first pitch.
Standing up there now,
All right, here we go. Here we go. Golden
Did
State
they
Sup-
flip for who
No, the higher
Who's home
seed. So
team?
Wiffing is the higher seed, so they're home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're the one seed.
Okay.
That's the team.
Great team.
They said this night.
Oh, they were supposed to be the one seed.
No, they're the one
They
seed.
haven't lost a game like in 45 games.
They are. Yeah, they're on like a 35-0 winning streak. They're stupid right now.
That's pretty good.
It's
What
not
about
bad.
the team that's up?
They're the defending. I won't say they're defending champs, and I would say they have won a majority of the championships.
So when you
over
say
the last-
35, I mean that's like throughout the country.
No, throughout the season. So we ran some tournaments throughout the season. So they won the last 4 tournaments plus regionals. So that's you have to win at least 7 games to
Is
win each
that all
tournament.
in this
On Long
area?
Island. Eisenhower Park.
And where are they from?
They're from. So the guy we know runs from out east. So is Kenny. The guy pitches from Delaware, and then the other guy.
They were different places in the world.
Yeah, but they know each other through all these different tournaments and leagues. And
They
they
just hook up.
Bro, it's the first batter. Relax.
Is that a strike?
If he hits the top, it's on a strike.
Okay. I thought you were the best pitcher in the world.
He hits
So
that.
that was some pitch, bro. You got fucking.
He hits that.
He's known for
pole.
throwing
If
this
you hit the
knuckleball.
top thing,
Yeah, the top of the square is a strike. Yeah, any part of that square is a strike.
even the pole,
Yeah, he hit the pole.
The back pole, no, not on a strike. It has to hit the square, the front square.
Didn't he just hit the pole?
No, he hit the top bar that goes across. Yes.
So that's good.
Yes, it can hit any part of that
That's what I
metal
meant,
part, and then the pipe around it. Yes.
the pipe around it. Oh.
Right, the pipe that goes into the
So
ground.
that was a perfect
no.
pitch.
No, all right.
That is an
Not the
impossible
bad-
pitch.
It was. It hit the top.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like on the back of the top.
Yeah, yeah.
That was like a lucky score at 4 a.m.
Nobody's lucky at 4 a.m.
Huh?
What you get. Nobody's
No,
lucky
you
at
get what you get at 4 a.m. But every now and then you get a lucky score at 4 a.m.
Until you wake up.
Every now and then.
When you wake up, you find out you weren't so
Every now and then there's a bad decision made. It wasn't yours.
Well, it was yours, but you didn't. You wrote it in the
No,
right
mine
one.
was just a decision.
You wrote it in the right
Then
one.
there's a bad. The girl usually that had the bad decision. So, every now and then. Usually it's at 2 a.m. It's 2 bad decisions. At 4 a.m. it's like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
It's a bad decision staying out before I.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Someone doing the book?
Oh.
Does he got a bad arm? Let's go. This guy? Does he have a bad arm?
I
Oh,
think
no,
he's
it's
got a
somebody
bad
else.
arm. Everyone's got a bad arm.
Right. Didn't you hear what Danny let? We all have torn UCLs.
Everyone's got bad arms. My shoulder is shot. Everything's got to be torn. It's actually sitting like this feels great right now. Having it up like this. It's a ground ball to Styles. This could be 2. Stand for 1. And bang! Big double play. Side retired.
What if
Well,
he hit,
I thought he hit it, but he missed it.
So on a double play, you just have to hit the back, the big one, the big thing in the back.
Oh.
That's even on a ground ball.
On any ground ball, right? There are certain situations where you want to hit the zone based on where the runners are.
Like second base going home. Right? You ever run on second?
No, shoot
You
it back.
hit the whole plate, he's out. If you hit the net, he's safe. Right?
Okay, man up first.
That's right, so man
up
on
first,
second.
ground ball. He
If
flips
there's
it.
a guy on
It's a double
second,
play.
if there's a guy on second, and you field the ground ball and you throw home, and you hit the zone, the guy stays the second, and it's a regular out. If you hit the backstop, it's a regular out, but the guy advances a base,
So he goes to third.
goes to third, like a normal.
On a
base-
fly ball.
No, on a ground ball.
What about in the outfield?
Oh, on ground ball.
On the outfield, if you hit the net, it holds the runner. If you hit the zone, they're out.
That was just double play.
That was just double play. So that situation.
Yeah,
with
but if you
one
had a
out,
single, if you had a single to the outfield,
Right.
and the guy's on second, and you hit the net, he scores.
he scores, correct. But if you hit the zone, you can throw him out. Flanagan used to always push the pickle rule. Where it was like you could basically yell hold if you didn't want the runner to score from third and risk the throw out, and you hold him at third. I don't know who does that. It was Flanagan does that.
How long?
that
But we got rid of that rule because it's just too much. Too many things going on. Too
Is
many
that an
words
option?
to yell. Huh?
That's an option?
No, not anymore. No,
6 years
it used to be a long time ago.
Flanagan liked to play that
He
out.
loves that. Well, he loves every rule. These guys like Flanagan love rules. They love every. There's an infield fly rule. They love
Hitting
everything.
it.
He does the rule book for the fast pitch
Leanne
tournament
has it on
in
video.
Pennsylvania,
3 swings. I didn't even get
and it's so intricate, which is great. He's like, God, teams like him, it's all about the rules when they play.
You overthink it too much.
And they're better than most teams, but it comes down to like rules.
I was 8 years younger.
Well, that ball
You
hit the
overthink it.
net, but not really. It bounced. It's a Thursday.
It's like winning on. It's like winning on a walk off
A
walk on a like. Oh, it's a ball. You know, like a 20-second rule.
violation.
A 20 and
It's getting it out on a pitch violation or something stupid like that. Yeah, exactly. But it's a rule, and it's there.
Well, you got
are
guys
using
from all over the country.
Mhm.
They
it.
usually-
These guys are from Connecticut, except the pitcher's from. He's originally from Long Island. He's from Deer Park, but now he lives in Colorado.
Colorado.
So he lives in.
They take trips. Like these guys we talking to are all from California.
Yeah, they come out once a year for this event.
But you have to qualify for this.
No, because there's one part you do, one part you don't. There's basically 2 tournaments going on at the same
Two
time,
connects.
and then eventually they meet. What would have been last night, they meet, and then they play the finals today.
So basically, if you want to pay the money, you
How many teams do you have total?
36.
really?
So we had 22 on one side and 14 on the other side.
Why would why? What's
22
why?
are the teams that play consistently around here in the league. We play those 6 tournaments on Long Island. We get points and all this stuff. And then the other 14 are just teams that don't live in the area. They want to play in a tournament. They fly
And they
out.
still have it up to
Absolutely. Everyone has the same chance. It's just different paths. But once you get to the nighttime, everyone merges and it's like a new thing.
But you have other points. You have your leagues have championships. And
Yeah, we have basically it's like golf. You have 6 events and then a major, which is regionals, and then you get points for how you perform in all those events. And then you have we have standings.
And what kind of place you play at Long Island?
We play Eisenhower Park is like we
yeah.
use this like big grass area. It's not even like a field. It's basically they double it as a parking lot when they have like overflow for concerts. But it's this huge grass area.
Yeah,
we only pay one for one field instead of like 3 fields. This is that big, so it's affordable for us, which is nice. But it's just a big piece of grass that basically doesn't even exist anymore. There's no grass. There's more grass on your concrete than there is where we play. Like these weeds coming out of these cracks right here, that's basically what our field looks like. Because there's no trees, it's just barren wasteland. But it's affordable.
But
and you can
Eisenhower's
play.
nice.
The park itself is very
And
nice.
that baseball
Where is that?
fields are
Where's
beautiful.
Eisenhower? Where is it?
Where's Eisenhower?
Uniondale,
It's
right?
by, where Nassau Coliseum is?
Yeah,
It's like right over there. But
I go to that diner.
The Aquatic Center
That diner around, that really good diners are really good.
by
we-
Colony Diner.
It's, I don't know, it's famous. It's like everybody goes
What's
there.
the Catholic school across the street there?
Is it Kellenberg or is it
Oh, Kellenberg is across the street from the
Nassau
Coliseum.
Coliseum? Yeah.
That's what we
Somebody uses Eisenhower as their is it Kellenberg uses the baseball as their home field,
Probably
or is
Kellenberg.
it,
Probably Kellenberg.
or is it another one?
Oh, they have their own field.
There's another one.
Kellenberg.
Kellenberg, no, there's another one.
Kellenberg definitely probably uses the nice lights fields for like special games
JV.
or playoffs.
I think freshman we played out
Their
there.
football field. I mean, it's like
Beautiful.
playing
They have a beautiful complex.
Chaminade just redid like their whole thing. They have ridiculous.
I think we played Chaminade freshman year. We played it there. The freshman because everybody else is not
I
allowed.
went to a fundraiser in the gym.
Chaminade.
It was like
Yeah.
it was like being in the friggin' Madison Square Garden. There's like pictures all over the place.
It's a
beautiful.
state-of-the-art facility, and they just keep getting more and more money.
Yeah, they're good.
Was it from like alumni or?
There's so many boosters that donate, yeah, and they're able to do whatever they want. You know, they keep the tuition. The people
They have-
are
was that
banging
place
down the
with the-
doors to
with
go
the
there. They don't care
animals
what they
and
want to
shit?
pay. They want to go
With the
there.
animals
And
and
they-
all that,
it's-
they have
it's-
a guy.
We got
Yeah, with the animal. That's
Don't you have a
yeah.
school out here that's like a Catholic school?
we have boys schools. We have Farrell. We
Yes,
have,
Monsignor Farrell is like very famous, right?
C.
yeah, Farrell,
C.
Peters, C, and more.
C has a great complex.
C's got a great complex.
They used to have shit. Now it's not.
Major League complex. Real deal.
Yeah, but I mean, Farrell's famous because they won.
They don't have a complex.
They don't have a. They have a great. They don't have a baseball.
They have a great football.
But they're great baseball. They've always been.
They have a great team. not a great-
Yeah, yeah.
It's a public park, but they just turfed the public parks.
Oh, nice play from Didio.
Yeah, he's got to hit the.
He can hit anything there. There's nobody on base. He can hit anything. He's just got to not miss the ground, not hit the ground.
Wait.
Play, he would have to throw it to someone
Someone's got to cover it and toss it
He catches it and he's got to throw.
to the net.
to the guy
to the net.
covering. So on that one, he just got to throw it home. Yeah. There's
But
nobody
if
on
there
base.
was a
On
guy
a
on
bounce,
first,
doesn't matter.
Nobody on base. Does not.
He doesn't have to throw.
No, he does have to throw, but it doesn't matter what he hits.
does it have to be a bounce or no?
Cannot bounce. No
But he's
bounce.
got to hit the net, or he's got to hit at least the net.
Yes. In the air. It's
But
gotta
a
be in the
double play. Say there's a
Oh,
guy
he
on-
can't bounce it into the net.
If there was a guy on first, he would have to throw it to somebody else, and
There's
then he would have to
little
throw.
heat there, Didio. A little gas there from Didio.
You're a tall guy.
No one's gonna throw that. It's like the Aaron Judge effect.
And no one can hit that, but that's on
It's
the
gonna be a
hit.
good game. Nasty dudes.
Those are unhittable.
These guys, this is gonna be a good game. These guys are they're by far the two best teams.
That's unhittable, that pitch.
Unhittable. But the pitch that we threw before to hit the
I mean, it's a
back of the
knuckleball
post.
that like does like a screwball action. At least what you do with that. Look at it.
Yes,
That's what he
all you
did.
can do. That's all you can do, if you can see it.
And that's what he did. He looked at it because it's like, I can't hit this.
Is it the same thing with the ball, full balls?
It's 4 balls but only 2 strikes. So every count starts 0-1.
There's self-umpiring.
I don't know if that's.
Yeah, there's a list of rules. There's
I
a list of
I gotta
situations
tell you, I don't know if that's
that
fair.
happen, and then there's like who makes the call. So if it's like in a certain situation, it'll be either the batter's team makes the call or the fielder's team. I always tell them if they can't agree, just fucking agree.
What was that? And what?
There's another ground ball to Dids. Gets it before it stops.
And what if he fumbles the
Makes
ball?
the play. You can still make the play as long as you don't bobble it to like the ground. You can't hit the ground. Yep.
I don't agree with the 0-1 count. This fucking shit is hard.
Well, but we'd be here. But it's very.
We'd be here till
well,
next week.
I shouldn't say that. It's actually much easier to hit than you think.
How
Compared
many
to.
hours is the game?
Well, most of the time we play 4 inning games, and they tend to take an hour, but they probably should take like 45 minutes. And we played a game over there. We played 42 minutes, and we were ripping.
But this is only a 4-inning game or something.
This is a 7-inning game, but it's called a golden game. I know there's a lot of stupid rules. So this one you have to throw 2 different pitches. In a normal game, 4 innings, 5 innings, one guy can just go the whole game. There's no maximum.
So he has to pitch a certain inning.
Right.
I thought you
Can he- can he pitch and come back and
big
leave?
rule guy.
Say that again?
Can he come back in the game if he leaves?
Only in extra innings later on. So in this game, someone's going to go 4 innings max. Someone's going to go 3 innings max. And then if we go to extras,
Anybody.
after that guy faces the first 3 batters, you're allowed to react.
Anybody can pitch.
Anybody.
What's the strategy? You pitch your best pitcher first, or you pitch your
I
best
think
pitcher
they
second?
throw your second best pitcher first and get as many innings out of him as possible.
So you know
and then you
if-
bring in your horse for the last 4.
And you know, so you know where you sit.
So Ben will probably go the first 2, maybe he'll go 3. Then I think they'll bring Kenny in. The
So
tall
what
guy
did
coming
you
in.
have someone else coming after? He could pitch more innings.
There's just a maximum in these games. So you run the risk if you can.
If I take the first guy out of the 2,
Right.
does somebody else have to pitch the other one?
Yeah, because the next guy can only go 4. So you have one more inning left. That you have
So you
some,
need a third
you would
pitch.
need a third guy. They're probably just going to throw 2 pitchers. They'll probably throw Ben 3 innings, and they'll throw Mike 4. Then the enemy will throw Didio 3 or 4, actually. They may throw him for the first 4, and then throw Kevin the last 3.
But then the extra innings they can both pitch. Anybody can pitch.
Well, the game's over at that point. It's 7 innings.
There's no.
Well, if they go to extras,
tie.
yes, then they can flip flop.
Right. If they tie, they can do anything.
Correct.
Well, whoever's making the rule, they know. It's,
We've have gone through every possible rule you could possibly have in a wiffle
It's
league,
evolved.
and we've evolved. We go back
Right,
and forth.
right.
We add rules. We remove rules. We go.
because it's
so-
so situational also.
Absolutely. Like the infield fly rule we put it in this year prevents a team from basically, you can hit a pop up in the infield and you can let it drop and then turn that double play, which is kind of cheap.
Right.
So we implemented an infield fly rule. So if you pop it up and you yell infield fly before the ball hits the ground,
Who has to
the
yell
play is
at
dead.
The batting.
Oh, okay.
So then it prevents that. So it's just an out and the play's dead.
Right.
But if you don't say it,
That's smart. That's actually a very good rule.
where we play with the concrete, basically, it's actually very risky to let the ball drop because more often than not, it's going to have
Bounce
some
anywhere
backspin.
you want.
Literally, and then it's a disaster. And now you've given up a base hit. And all of a sudden, it's first and second.
What's up, food man? What did I miss? Nothing,
Here's
right?
Tom Gannon, right? Well, you missed Didio throw 1 pitch very fast, but it's okay because it's Didio.
How
And
fast?
I'm educating these guys on how to play all the rules that we have.
We're going to play next
They need about 5 more beers.
If you pop it up in your backsmith, it rolls around. You pick it up. There's no time limit on picking
No,
it
you
up.
just want to get it before it
Any
goes
chance
like
the 4 of
foul
us to play
territory.
winners?
Huh.
Yeah, okay.
And what? Flip cup?
I need a beer. Actually, before you sit
I would
down,
get
can you do me a
hurt.
favor?
I get hurt and flip up.
My camera fell behind the fence, and I need someone. Maybe you can do that. My camcorder that's behind the fence, like the plug fell out. Can you plug it back in for me and then just turn the camera on?
Right here?
No, where it's behind the fence
In center.
By the, by
You're
the,
skinny. You can
In the
fix
weird
that.
triangle.
that cutout. Yeah, that's where the scoreboard used to be.
You gotta go in by
Where it's the black.
That scoreboard used to be there.
yeah. You gotta go in through this
50
round
years ago.
snack stand.
Everybody's got the book in this guy. They're pitching them high.
You should go on the stack stand and tape it.
Oh,
That was low.
That was low.
Well,
That was
just
low,
a bit
but, I mean,
outside.
Looked like it got away from him.
They were pitching them high before, and they still put the bat up and hit a triple.
Everyone here.
Well, Kevin's one of the best players that ever played this game.
We heard
These
that.
guys grew up around the block from the wiffle ball factory.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that? But like, is that like an osmosis thing? Like when you just
think
you
it's-
grow up around something
I
like
think it's like
But
in
I
the
grew
water.
up-
Is it
Like
really
the way
that
we get like cancer from Grumman.
It's like
Is it really that close?
Yes, they're like.
it's like everybody that grew up by Grumman is all of a sudden is a great bus driver.
Exactly.
Or an airplane.
And it has
Or an
cancer.
airplane or a pilot.
It's funny. When I first started playing, I just knew him as Norris. And one time, I forgot the reason, but I was actually talking to the guy that runs the Wiffle Company.
Dude, I got fucking
And I was
3
talking
vodkas
about
in
going
me.
to all these tournaments and whatever.
I gotta leave.
And he says, "Oh yeah, there's some local
No,
guy that always
I
comes over
want to
and comes
have
right here to buy
40 more.
balls."
Yeah, it's
His
good.
name's
But I have to
Kevin.
go home.
And yeah, at the time I didn't
So good, he
realize.
put it on the
And
ball.
Did Danny get
I think it was the second time I talked to him. I was like, "Oh, I know that guy you were talking about."
Oh, there's a high fly ball, center field. It's out of here.
Ty
Now I got
Weggerson.
another
You gotta
camera.
run? I didn't know you had to run.
No, he's just
You can.
being
You're supposed to run the bases.
T.A. Weg with the
supposed to, though.
Bombski.
Only on home run.
You're supposed to run the bases?
On a home run, you're supposed to run the bases.
Oh, okay.
Most
Here's a
people
new
don't
rule.
anymore.
At a time, it was an out if you didn't, right?
Did you get that with the center field camera?
I got it with this, and then the back one recorded it too, but it's just going.
Actually, I think if you don't
Sorry,
run
go
it,
ahead.
you should fucking get it out. Fucking lazy bastard.
Well, at some point that was true, right? Then this is before my time.
What?
At some point, if you didn't run the bases, you were out.
In the rule book, it states if you don't run the bases, it's an out.
Yeah. So
But we
the
don't
one-
enforce that rule anymore.
Well, why?
the
I
one
think you
thing-
should
well,
have.
There's a double.
So here's the thing I don't understand: how could that rule actually be enforced?
You didn't run the bases. So
Oh, and then I start running the bases.
yeah.
There's no time limit in the rule book
Give
either.
Yeah,
yourself
but
up.
until the next guy gets up.
Give yourself up.
Well, then the next pitch has been thrown. You can't.
You're trying too hard.
You can't
No,
walk
I'm
back.
serious.
You can't walk back. If you walk back, you're giving yourself up. If you
It's
walk
like,
back
it's
to the
like
dugout,
you can't protest a play until after the next pitch.
Yeah, once the next pitch is thrown, you can't protest. Like it was already a home run. So
Yeah.
like
Where is this plug?
it's a head scratcher as to how
Behind-
you call
I see
someone
the
out,
tripod-
because
the
next
camera
pitch is
standing on the
thrown, you just
tripod?
start running the bases then.
Oh, is he? Well, there's a battery pack on the
it's like,
floor.
okay,
It's
now
just
I'm
gotta
going.
plug
Next
into
pitch
the
is
battery
thrown,
pack.
you can say you didn't.
And then you gotta
Yeah.
turn
That's
the
how it
camera
was.
back
But the guy who's
on.
behind you should know not to get up.
Ethan, Bruno needs to do something.
Yeah. Well, no, but if he
Danny,
if he
can you
gets
just
up
go
there
do
and
it,
gets
dude?
on the next pitch, they didn't call
I
you
know,
up.
but he's
They didn't do the appeal.
Right.
You know, it's like the
skim
appeal
right
for a
through
home
here.
thing.
Come on.
is it right there on the
Is
floor?
this not moving on purpose?
It's because the Wi-Fi is not great. It's not reaching that phone behind.
No, the
That's
other way is
point.
much easier.
So I think what we're gonna do is
Just
after
stick
this,
here,
Going around the other side is
I'm gonna
much
ask you to
easier.
go get the phone, and you're gonna bring it.
turn off Wi-Fi, or
No,
just bring it
no.
closer
I'm gonna ask you to bring it closer
down the line, maybe.
down the line on that
Like, you
side
want,
where
like,
the
here?
shade is.
Yeah, like right here, I'm thinking would be a good angle.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that works. 'Cause then
Unless you think there's a
no,
better
that's
one.
good because then we can get the right field line.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I'm out.
You want to do that now?
Pleasure,
Do
man.
that. Hey, absolutely, man. Anthony, by the way.
All right, Paul.
Pleasure. Paul, Anthony, you must be Vinny. Oh, you're Anthony. Bernie.
We get it burned.
The Bernies mix in with the Anthonys and the Paulies.
I'm gonna get out of here.
Paul, good
I'm
seeing you.
gonna yell to my
Keep up the
wife.
good work.
Enjoy the lemon broil.
3 vodkas in.
Good luck, my man.
Hey, thanks,
See you
guys.
next year.
Appreciate it all the time. as
Pleasure.
always.
Hey, nice to meet you. Thank you for being patient.
Well, thank you for just letting us use the field, man. That's good stuff as always.
Hey, Paulie boy.
All right, so appreciate all the Staten Island guys hanging around, talking some whiffs, learning some things, doing some guys. Gannon's gonna be moving the camera, and he's gonna walk right past it. It's pretty sad. Anyway, here, so bottom two, top two still. Sorry, it's one of the enemy on a solo shot from Ty. There was also a double hole in the dirt. Big strike out there from Sant, side retired. Yeah.
The power thing is on, but the camera won't.
Okay, so there's on the power pack, there's a gray button with that looks like an outlet. You're gonna touch it. You're gonna like click the button in. All right, so we're gonna go live to Todd. We're gonna go live to Gannon. Gannon, moving the camera. Your thoughts?
Can you hear me?
I mean, I'm sure I could, but I can't right now because I have the volume down.
You can hear me from there, but can people at home hear me at all?
Yes, they can.
They can?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, cheers for that. Enemy's winning again.
Wi-Fi much better in that spot. Move it a little closer to me and get the field. This is live. Too far. Move more to your left, I think.
We got a multi-area screen.
Like go towards the field a little bit more.
Your left.
My left, yeah, sorry. You're walking straight. That's okay, try right there. That looks good. Let's see. That tripod top's a little broken. You gotta just rest it on top. No. Gannon? Guy works for free.
It's true. Only if it's also a little fun.
I need you to take a few steps close to the field because we want to avoid that tent.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make this. I'm gonna tilt it back on this so it's facing flat. Even though it's
You
tilted.
can also get another tripod if necessary. There's tripods back here that aren't broken.
Yeah, well,
Kayvon, can you run up that tripod to Gannon, please? The tall one to the left. Yeah, the bigger one. The girthy one. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice size tripod. Where's Stein? I thought he wanted to do some commentating. Shocking. Yeah, well, I got the camera over there, too. If you want, it's up to you. I got Gannon in here doing stuff and things. All right, while we're setting up the new camera, we'll go back to our traditional feed here. We got bottom 2 here.
Oh boy, I did something. Are you still connected to this?
It's frozen. What happened? What did it say?
I touched something, I don't know. What's the name of the app?
Switcher. All right,
Do
here's
I
the
want to use a switcher or
share device.
Camera.
Is it prompting you with anything?
Yeah, hit allow.
Okay. All right, we're in.
This one also broken.
No.
Not
Pitch. Ground ball to Didio. Wow, he's got to hurry up. That one could have stopped. Nice play. One away from Daddy. Nice play. Oh, excuse me. A lot going on in the booth here.
You want to do play-by-play or color?
Well, I've been doing play-by-play, so you can do color. Since you do play-by-play, that's good. You can switch it up. We could do the Howie Rose effect and just alternate how you would play every half an inning. But here's Ben Stanteman. It's a nice pitch from Didio, though, Stein, now that you were in the booth. Let's break down Didio's pitching so far today. Really bringing that knuckleball to the table.
Yeah, well, I think he feels like he has to, 1, and 2, the air is great for it. I was throwing a tremendous knuckleball. A lot of guys were. As Stick crushes that one.
Ooh, did.
Looks like a double.
Looks like a double as well.
And that's why, the solo shots at T-Wag, that doesn't kill you because you've got hitters like Stanton, Styles, and Kenny on the team who can make up 1 or 2.
That's true.
It's if you give up 5, that's when you're in trouble.
Agreed.
But yeah, Didio, working the knuckleball, looking good with it, but also able to work off of his more traditional stuff, like that drop in the dirt right there.
Yeah, I mean, Didio's has always had a great drop. He just does a good job of getting it to a point where it looks like it's a strike, and it basically is a strike until the very end, and it is not a strike.
Yeah, that was my bread and butter for years. Me personally, I've switched a little bit more to a riser dominant style. I think the pitch is a little easier to manipulate with arm angles and grips. You can get some slide and some tail and some rise, and then some one that doesn't do anything, just stays straight. And you can mess with guys a little bit more as opposed to a drop, which you can alter, but not as if you're trying to produce weak contact.
That's true. Yeah, you gotta listen. You gotta have diverse ball paths with your drops. It can't be the same stuff all the time,
Yeah, or you got to be just really good at spotting with it. And Didio is one of the best.
He is great. So Styles up here. I believe we have 2 outs this inning, or at least 1. We got a runner on second. We know that from a double. Here's the pitch from Didio.
I believe it's man on second, 1 out.
Okay, man on second, 1 out.
I learned a really interesting thing, speaking about changeups, by playing in the Premier League with Wall. And the way that you got to throw a changeup in that one has really made my scuffball changeup a lot better. In terms of deceptiveness, not necessarily movement. And in my opinion, it's really taught me that movement on a changeup doesn't really matter as much as the deceptive nature of it.
I would agree, because the whole point of throwing a changeup is you're trying to change speeds,
Yeah, you're
not
trying to
necessarily
have
get
balance.
movement. That was like a rising changeup.
Yeah, that's a
That was
tremendous take right there. Yeah, you can throw a changeup that rises.
And the pitch was very enticing too.
I have a feeling that Styles was cheating low and outside, and when he got something high up and inside, he didn't know what to do with it, and it just happened to miss. So 2 on now.
And it goes Kenny Jr. to play. Of course, Kenny and Didio have faced each other for 1,245,000 years. This will be at bat number 6 million that Kenny has against Didio.
Well,
But I'm
it's
sure
interesting.
he's probably doesn't have the best numbers though. You know.
Well, they're both very good players, of course.
Would you say that they're borderline fantastic?
Yeah, I would call them both tier level S. But I do think that there's a
At least
tier
from
level
my
S
cooler?
plus out there.
Yes. I figured if I was going to take another, I should bring
That's
you one.
fair. I agree.
But
I want that koozie back, though.
You can have it.
the thing about these two, though, is
I need a gold stick.
they played last year in the finals, and this is really the first time where Didio has experienced trouble. If you'll remember, he was absolutely lights out for all
Shut
5
him
of
out.
his innings.
At some point, they're planning on throwing him for only 4 innings, and then obviously you had him roll over into 5th and so
Yep.
shut him out.
Yep, Kevin asked him if he wanted to go 5. He said sure. Right now he's in trouble. He'll pound.
He was pretty pumped up at the time.
Well,
too.
this is a 7-inning game, so he actually can't go 5. He can only go 4.
That's correct.
So
Yeah, but whether it's 3 versus 4,
Well, and then the
you got to
real,
imagine
going
leave
the
him
max.
in.
He's
I think
obviously
leave him
gonna
in
go
is
the max.
the right decision again.
the real question here is: are they going to go to tie, or is Kevin going to convince them to let him pitch? Ball 4, bases loaded.
wow, this is a big situation here. It is 1-0 enemy. We have 1 out.
I don't think Kevin has to do any convincing. I think any decision he makes, they will just follow suit.
Probably.
Do you bring Ty in for 1 inning just to give a spell, and then you have Kevin for 3?
I don't know.
Well,
Well,
I
it would
think-
be 2 if Didio goes 4.
right. Well, if he goes 4, correct. Pitch. Ground
Oh,
ball.
base hit.
Oh, he's got time.
Oh, he got a hand on it, so that's
Oh,
a dirty,
it's a dirty
single,
single.
and it's 1-1.
I was gonna say because Ty actually got there before the line. It
Yeah,
looked like
this
maybe.
this
That would've been a
grass-
shoot at
This
home.
grass is tough to play
I know
on.
we could have also maybe re-hit the lines for the finals so we could see a little better. But you know what? We're not operating on a time.
It's been a rough tournament. It's been a rough tournament. There's been a lot of complications.
There's been a lot of different things that as a player you've had to deal with. First we had the delay. Then we
It's,
had more of a delay. Then it
now
was really
1-1.
steamy out.
Bases
Then we
loaded.
couldn't use 6 of our fields to start. Then we were able to get
No,
a few
it
of
was
those
dirty.
fields back. And then
sure?
it was more wet. And then we had lots of games being played. Pitch. Nice rising change up there from Didio. I don't understand how you guys throw all these pitches.
Just to go back
Just throw
to
the same pitch over and over
just to
again.
go back to all the issues in the fields. Those of you that complain, shut up.
Yeah.
We all wish it was perfect.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
all do.
It is what
Yeah,
it is.
and
I
guess
mean,
what?
like,
It's not.
Yeah, I think some of these players sometimes get spoiled because they feel like every time they play an event, it's always really nice. And you know, it is what it is. Like it
Yeah.
rained. It rained
No one can
Friday.
control that.
No one expected it to rain that much Saturday morning, even if it was supposed to be a sprinkle. And we pivoted. It is what it is. You know, people want to complain about waiting around. Well, again, we were missing 6 of our fields. Our format runs great when we have all of our fields.
And no, honestly, even if you have all your fields, I think there might be more complaining about playing on the dirt than waiting.
Yeah,
I hate the dirt
Personally, I'd
fields.
rather just wait.
Yeah, I'd rather wait than play on a dirt field.
Yeah, I think this
That'd be an
it's
interesting
been
poll.
loud and clear on the dirt field.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's true. That's a great poll. Would you rather wait or play a game on the
I'm
dirt field?
I'm team waiting because
Yeah,
I
same.
flew here, so the timing does not matter to me.
Fair pitch.
Oh,
Ground
that's
ball all the way. Didio, plenty of
trouble
time
for
though.
Stan. 1
Great.
to tie. Can he get it? Easy.
Bangs the zone just for emphasis.
Sean,
Side
score.
retired.
He tipped the zone. That wasn't banging it.
2-1.
So they got 2 runs.
Banging is the middle, really.
So
you
it's
know what I'm saying?
2-1
He hit the
Wiffle
pipe.
Ball Incorporated now.
Wiffle ball
And
incorporated.
they're gonna go. We're now going to the top of the 3rd.
Yeah, and that is such a pick me up because if you think about last year it was enemy scored first and the enemy scored second, and I think it was 3-0, and then it was 3-1, and then it was 5-1, and then all of a sudden the game was over. So for Whiffing to punch back, and not just punch back, but take the lead, I mean, this is, if you're Whiffing, this has got to be how you wanted the first part of this game to go. And now you can turn to Styles and then maybe have Kenny close it out. You can do Kenny for an inning, but it looks like Stant will be back out
No,
there.
I think they're gonna go Stanton Styles.
Well, I mean, I know that Stant has not been crazy about going out there to pitch. So.
He only has to throw 2 though.
What,
Right?
can I guess what camera this is that's facing the street, I guess?
Click on it for a second.
You got a split screen going on right now?
How many do you have?
I can do it. Finals in 2001. Let's watch that video again. That was
Oh,
fun.
man, that was a
2001?
great-
2021, excuse me.
2021. You know what, though? You paid your sacrifice, and we've had 2 manageable tournaments. I mean, last year was all but perfect.
Yeah, last year the weather was dynamite.
My only, and I was talking with Tom about this earlier, my only complaint is that I don't know if 12 is the right amount of games for something like a wild card team. I think closer to 10 would be good. I think if you're a league team, 7 to 8 to the championship would be good, as opposed to 9, 10, 11, 12
Well,
games
but
that-
there are league teams that could play 9, 10, 11, 12 as well. It's
yeah,
just a
no,
matter of
I
where they
think that,
go.
I think that,
I got an
That the
interesting
wild card
question
teams
for you,
don't
Stan.
have that. obviously,
yeah, no,
luxury.
I just think we were talking about this, Bob and I, we were talking about cutting, pool play instead of 5, maybe it's 4. I think there's a place or 2 where a game can be
Definitely,
shaved.
I agree, and I think we all also agree that those Players Cup seeding games that we eliminated today and yesterday
We're awesome.
Yeah.
we're going to remove
Really?
those.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
And
that
we're
was a
gonna-
good
We're going
call.
to turn those actually into elimination games next year.
Wow.
Yeah, it
Instead
sounds
of-
fun.
So not every team will be guaranteed a game on Sunday anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's the right move, man, because you know what I don't like? I don't like making the round of like 16 and then I lose and I'm shot. My body is like aching and throbbing. And then I show up and I play to play one Players' Cup game. We get eliminated because we're gassed.
Yeah.
I would have rather just shown up in comfortable clothing and sat around all day.
Oh, but also you could be in a situation where you lose that tough elimination game and you are still in the Players' Cup. Now
Yeah.
you can wake up Sunday morning fresh and play in the Players' Cup.
Yeah,
Instead of
I
having
mean-
to, like move your stuff, go
Yeah.
play one game. Maybe you're in, maybe you're out.
Yeah.
And I think it is a good dynamic where if you don't make it to Sunday, you're in the Players' Cup. If you make it to Sunday, you're Sunday.
Yeah, I like that too. I like that nice clean cut.
Yeah.
I think that there were too many Sunday teams, but that's nobody's fault because of the late start.
Well, yes. Today there were more Sunday teams in general because we had 3
I like
rounds.
personally, I like 8, but I understand why we do 12.
8, I don't understand what you mean.
8 to Sunday, as opposed to 12 to Sunday.
Oh yes.
I understand 12. I like
Well,
8. It
in
feels
reality,
cleaner.
it is 8 to Sunday, and then if they're joining the 4 that have already made it to Sunday. So
You know what I mean, though.
Yes, I agree with you. I agree. We could definitely.
No, I
find
see.
some
I see
ways
why
to
you do
trim
that.
it, but-
It's yeah. There's
No,
a
I
couple
like
of places.
this.
It would
Like,
make
thi-
it a little bit more cutthroat.
This is no, but this is a late in terms of timing. This is a late ending, and
Yeah.
this is fine.
I actually think we're earlier than I thought we would be at. To
Yeah.
be honest.
Yeah, we had a quick Sunday after a
Yeah.
very long Saturday. Pitch is
Look,
upstairs.
Yeah, this picture was definitely upstairs, but we got a little lucky. You know, a couple of teams decided that they didn't want to show up today. And,
Listen, I'm not
No,
gonna.
the timing of
what it
today
is.
and what I'm saying is,
not
I
gonna-
think this
I'm
is
not gonna
fine.
Fields
call- I'm not
available.
gonna call anyone out, but not showing up is so disrespectful to the other team who came to play you.
nasty pitch.
We had a bye that we were appreciated. So
Yeah.
shout out to that team. Thank you for leaving.
No, but it's still like there's other teams that are like, oh, like we were
I
one run
think-
away from being that
yeah.
same spot. Ooh, just missing.
I
there from
think
Ben.
that speaks to the need to just find a place to shave 1 or 2 games because
More,
I think
it's broken.
with 1 or 2 fewer
Thank you,
games,
though.
that team might show up for Sunday. Knuckleball
I
coming.
think it's
upstairs.
simple. I do agree that the reason why we went to 5 pool play games this year is because we wanted to adjust the concept. Well, not the concept, but
Well,
the
it's
idea
always been
that
5 pool play games for the wild card team.
Right. So exactly, we wanted to make sure the league teams drop down also with 5. But the problem is all the league teams are guaranteed to come down with a loss, which is a little unfair that they could never be a top team. in
Yeah, the
world
further you make it,
'cause they
the
already got a
worse your run
loss.
diff will be because you're playing better teams.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So we allowed them not to come down with the loss, and basically they got to play that game to decide if they were 5-0 or 4-1. And we had a lot of 4-1 teams. And
Yeah.
it was a really interesting.
It was cool.
Sometimes listen, you don't know until you run an event, and
Well,
then you can look at it
Yep.
after the
I
fact and be
think
like,
I think the solution here is to basically say, if you go 3-2, you're not guaranteed to make it. And I know you wanted to guarantee all the 3-2 teams, quote unquote, a ticket. I just don't know if that's sustainable. I think,
I can tell you why I think it is sustainable. I just think we need to get rid of the amount of those. I think those 2 playing rounds. I think are kind of
I agree. Yeah, that's
repetitive.
that's what needs
all
to be
those teams should
adjusted.
just play at one slot.
I agree. That's
And then
again
you
that's
go
that's
right
a
in.
little it's a little place where you can just shave a few games off, and it makes the whole thing.
And it's
run a
not
little
ruining the
smooth-
tournament. You're
Exactly.
still getting it. You're still guaranteed a 3-2 team as a playoff game. You're just kind of making it a little bit more.
Yeah,
Not this and that. It's 2 step laddery right now.
a little bit.
It's
It
this
just
and then
it
this
creates a
and then
little
this
extra
and then this
noise.
and this, right?
Anyway,
And
back
there's
to
too
the
much
game.
timing in between some games. Agreed.
Back to the
Now
game.
we got Kayvon in the booth here. Kayvon, of course, was playing today without Tim's on, and I just wonder if that's why they had a bad day. Your thoughts?
And also without Ray Luddick.
Well, you know what?
Well,
you know what?
Classic no
Kayvon,
show.
that
I'm
was to
just,
be-
That's par for the course, Kayvon.
Kayvon, I'm just excited that you showed up to the right field, man.
Thanks, Ray. Appreciate you showing up.
At least Kayvon didn't go to Eisenhower.
so we got top 4, right?
We
As
do
far
have
as I know.
top
Kayvon, you
of
did that
one.
last year, right?
Didio has.
It was like
walked-
3 years ago.
You showed up to Eisenhower instead of Staten Island.
That was like 3 years ago.
That's a tough scene. Pitch.
We were fucking Tompkins and Tommy.
And you can see right here now, Stan has lost faith in his knuckleball. He needs to get through this inning, but he can't. Because that knuckleball's so fickle. Sometimes it's just the positioning of your fingers, it's the wind, it's the arm slot, and
But
it's
here's my
hard.
question though: it's the 4th inning. It's top 4, so Ben doesn't need to pitch this inning. So why are they forcing it? if he
Well, I
doesn't
think
have
he was so strong through the first 3, and this is a classic mistake I think that some teams make, which is you just get into a rhythm with the guy that you have, and you forget that it's
Here
him
comes the
taking
knuckleball.
off. That's a beauty of a shot right there from Ben Stute. huge out of, arguably the best hitter on the enemy.
Yeah, I mean, those are
Arguably, doesn't he have all their
I wish we
RBIs?
could go back to the replay and look at that pitch sequence, but he went with Brooklyn, a riser, and then a knuckleball. I mean, if you
Yeah,
can get
and
strikes with your non-knuckleball and then
Yes.
have that as your put away.
It's a little cattywampus. It's a little man bites dog.
Cattywampus.
Yeah, it's a little backward. Most people start because you're already
Yeah,
up 0-1. You
it's a
start
fun
with
word to
knuckleball.
say.
I've never heard that word actually before. Cattywampus?
Cattywampus.
Yeah, it kind of means upside down. Or
The word of the day,
Pitch.
because enemy's not gonna win.
That's a great shot right there.
Gannon touching the money.
The reverse jinx.
Yeah, reverse jinx.
Exactly.
Gotta get out in front of it. Pitch. Swung in and fell off.
Yeah, my PR team has already asked me to not comment.
Well, you'll remember that Handall, I think it was either in the third, I think it was in the second inning, he pelted a double right after Tyler's home run. And so, all these guys can hit knuckleballs, but Handall's swing is so wrist heavy, it makes it really good to attack high knuckleballs. So you really got to keep that thing low. See if he does it.
Checking in on our side angle here, and there
He misses by a country
waste of
mile.
a side angle there from them. Thank you very much. Although it's the delay is a little better, but it's still, I guess, too far. I don't know how people do all this stuff with all these cameras and all these angles.
We have them all plugged in.
They're definitely just not like hard
Ethernet.
line. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I think we.
If you pay me enough money, I'd do it for this.
I have a lone wire. It's just like there's a lot more to it.
Yeah. No, I get
A
it.
slider. What a chance for a slider. No infield fly called.
I
Flip to
don't think
second.
that would have been high enough.
It wasn't.
Big double
High enough?
play. from
Absolutely
Ben. It's gotta have some
mammoth
significant
play right
arc.
there.
You gotta have time to say infield fly.
Yeah.
Infield fly takes a long time
That's
to
just
say.
some bad luck from
I'm just
Sean
saying, in the
Handall.
rule book, I don't think there's a height requirement.
And I think I put the rule book. It says before the ball begins its descent
Really? So you have to say infield fly on the way up.
on the way up. Yes. So technically there is.
So
no,
if they call it late, we could still turn two.
correct, there is no
Oh, I did not know that.
there is no height requirement. There
Yeah.
used to be. It used to have to be the height of the backstop.
Backstop, yeah.
But
I think in Palisades, if it
yelling
went,
about infield fly and what to say.
I think in Palisades, if it went above the backstop,
Why?
you couldn't
You
even.
gotta be
you had
specific.
to catch it, right?
Call IF.
In Palisades, if
How
it
about
went above the
IF?
backstop, you had to catch it. It wasn't a ground ball anymore, right?
No, it was
Bottom of the fourth
batter.
here.
When you're
Or
the
batters
no,
have
no, the pitcher
Tomorrow,
said
but
actually.
Randy's is
Oh.
tonight, and he's gonna give us a ride back.
Yeah.
Fair.
No, it wasn't
Where
the
is
backstop.
it?
It was the pitcher said.
I always thought it was the
Yeah, a few
backstop,
miles
but I
away.
guess, yeah.
I had to
like
go
a
back to the
45-minute
hotel
drive.
after this and get my
Yeah, get
phone
that stuff
charger,
as well.
and somebody left shoes. I should ask Bob. Hey Bob,
Bob!
Bob!
are
Bob!
are you missing sneakers? The hotel called saying that there's 2 pairs of shoes left in our room. Are you wearing any Eddie Bowers?
Oh, those are mine.
Where's Mora? They're like orange
12?
Eddie Bowers. Oh, those got to be Adele's. What? What is
Size 11 and a half, right?
I don't know the size. I will pay someone $50 if they want to drive to the hotel and back before the finals and grab those items.
Not I, said the guy who doesn't have a
$50?
car.
Can I take your car, too? Excellent driver, perfect driving
No,
record.
that's not what I'm worried about.
Well,
I'm just worried about you.
Are
coming
you
back in
actually
time.
willing to?
No, I've been drinking. I'm not actually going to do
$50?
Have you been drinking?
Yeah, I'm not drunk.
it.
That's okay. Here's the deal.
I'm
I'm
not
actually currently not paying for my car because my lease expired, but I'm buying it out. However, I'm in between loans, so I can't open one without the other one is being closed. So
All right,
I'm
instead
currently
of car
driving
payments,
this car
If there
for
was
5 days
anybody
for
watching
free.
this stream,
During the
you'd
25
avoid
minutes
them.
of
Well, what can I tell you? I'm just trying to be honest here about my money laundering scheme through my fake Honda financial account.
There you go.
Really?
Get a paper trail of
should
you
I look
admitting
into
fraud.
That's what we're doing.
All
right,
Stein, I got an
bottom
interesting
4.
question for you.
Here's Anthony DiDio.
So, you're a Golden Stick loyalist, but you play in PLW in Vegas. What do you think? What do you think about our change from? Because most of our rules are actually based on the Golden Stick rulebook.
Most of them.
And hold on, wait for the pitch.
Pitch. Drop.
Smacked.
Ooh, he hung that one up a little high.
Yeah, good wait for the pitch there by Tom. Got to give credit where it's due. Yeah, Mike Styles underrated hitter on this team because of everyone else on the team.
Yeah, when Mike Styles is your worst hitter, I mean,
All right.
you're a pretty good team.
So the one weird little rule change that we made recently is instead of the dirty versus clean single, whether you
yeah.
touch it or not, did it make it past the line to the outfield? So we just do infield outfield single. We don't care if you touched it. What do you think about that?
infield. So then if a line drive gets knocked down in the outfield,
If you
it's still an
just,
outfield
did it go
single.
past the line or not? Because
And
I played
that
baseball.
advances everyone 2 bases.
One
Yeah,
versus two bases.
I was a bad baseball player, but all my baseball coaches, they said keep the ball in front of you. None of them ever told me to just get a glove on it.
Yes, I would. That has come up this year about.
There's a lot of controversy based on those plays, and it's like, keep the ball in
well,
front of you.
Premier League operates in a way that
Yeah, it's a little different with the timing, but I
Well,
mean
no, it's not
just
even
based on that.
It's about eliminating judgment calls. That's what Chad has always said. It's about
Yeah,
eliminating
and I
judgment
like
calls.
that. That does eliminate it. The reason why I'm against it a little bit is because we are already such an offensive-heavy league. That
And it's been a rule for like
you gotta
15
give
years.
the defense to give some protection on preventing a guy
Yeah.
from going a bunch of bases.
I think that a ground ball that trickles 2 inches in past the line, advancing on it from first to third, is potentially problematic.
Yeah.
I don't think it
At the
necessarily.
end of the day, keep it in front.
and then
Keep it in front.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, but again, it's if eliminating judgment calls is the rule, then it's a fine rule. I think.
Yeah, and the main reason we did
just
that
missed
is
it. Didio, nice.
the main
play.
reason we did that is because we have umpires that have to make that call, and in the playoffs, umpires are asking the fielders, "Hey, did you touch that?"
Mhm.
And are you gonna say no? I mean, come on.
Well, the idea is that you would say yes.
Here's the thing: wiffle ball is supposed to be a gentleman's
Wait,
game,
so if
and in Vegas, quite frankly, they have not received that message. It's just not that way.
Fly
Moonlight, big
ball.
shot.
I mean, in
It gets to the wall.
Staten Island, some people haven't received that message either. Let's be real.
No, that's true, but like in Vegas, like guys are doing everything they can to scrape an extra.
Is that a
base.
double? Is that a double that goes around?
That should be a double, and it should be 3-1.
Yeah, shout out to Manti Santianes for just running to third every time
Yeah.
until they tell him to go back.
wait, so could you have dropped that in turn 2?
Technically, yes.
That would not.
Here's
have,
Stan. Oh, and that's a man.
Yeah, but those
You always
infield
tell-
flies are risky. That ball's spinning. You can make an error, and sometimes you just gotta get the out.
And
You know,
also,
I think
this
you
comes
should be
back
able to
what
yell
we're
infield
saying.
fly, and they still have to catch it.
No, this is what they. This is
If
what
you
it
have time
comes-
to yell that,
No, because then that could be a distraction. You could scream it, and
If you go like,
Hey, infield fly, but you gotta catch it.
yeah. Here's the thing: it's still a gentleman's game, and if you're a guy like Anthony Didio, who's been playing this game for so long, you're not letting that drop.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I would catch it every time. I think you should still have
Oh.
a catch.
Popped
Just
up
missed
to
it.
tie, makes the play. I believe that's 2
It should be
away.
2 away. Just missed that ball, did Ben
you
Stute.
don't stand for flight, you can drop it.
And it's interesting because Stute is the best hitter on this team, no doubt, and he's not the one scoring the runs.
This team,
Maybe in the world.
maybe?
I mean,
Come on.
you could still make a case that it's
For who?
Tyler. Tyler.
Disagree.
Well, I think that Stan's U-Whip's performance
So you
really.
think Stan's a better hitter than Kenny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he cemented that with his U-Whip's performance.
At least right now, you know what I mean?
He hit 600 at U-Whips. No one else even came close.
Someone else might have lost. If you're a good hitter on an 0-3 team, you
I
can hit
think
600.
he admitted it. Nice
Or-
telling him
or
again.
Yeah, you know what I mean, though.
Does that cross over to yard, or are you just?
I mean, I think that the true test of who's the best hitter is determined through fast pitch, which is why I say it. If you're asking me who would I rather pitch to in this game, I think I'd probably rather. Oh my God,
To be honest,
impossible.
can I tell you something crazy? You know who I'd rather pitch to on Wiff? Senior.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I know that
think that's a
senior
unanimous.
Sometimes overcommits to that up and in screwball, and if you just
Yeah.
throw it there, he can get himself out.
He is the one guy on the team who will help you when he's down and out. Styles will help you, but Kenny will never help you. Stant will never help you. You got to make a pitch.
Stan's helped me before in fast pitch, at least.
Maybe, yeah.
Shout out
I mean,
to Stan for
I'm-
striking out against me.
I mean, I am talking about yard, but like, you know what I mean. Everyone will help you every now and then, but I mean, someone who will chronically.
No, I mean, like, Stan's only got one hit off me ever, I think.
I've never pitched to him in fast pitch. He has tanked me in yard though.
I don't think I've ever even played him in yard.
I haven't had many opportunities to play Stant because he really began his run when I moved to Arizona, and then got banned. And every time I've we
Good
just
glance
never
over
played
right
for
there. That was smooth.
that. Yeah, and then every time we've been at U.S., we've just never played them.
Gotta just make it further.
Yeah,
pitch.
Are you sure you're not gonna go?
yeah, I can't go. If doing what I did today made my arm tender, I can't go.
What if you didn't have to pitch?
I'd still be kind of nervous about it, and I would want to pitch, and then I would pitch, and it would be a problem.
We live?
We're live.
Goodbye, thank you for everything.
All right, man. Thanks a lot for
What were you gonna say if we said no?
Sarah said some things.
Ground ball.
This could be two.
Flip to Didio. On to
All right, text me all the other
second.
stuff.
There you go. Play. So Didio needed that one in a big way, but it is 3-1 whiffing.
And we're gonna go to the top of the fifth here. And we're gonna pause.
Excuse me.
10
I
seconds
have
for
to
station
leave, fellas.
identification. All right, Stein, thank you very much for your time in the booth. And
Great
always
tournament
appreciate your flying as well. Very nice. Very
I'll
nice.
see you next year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, be good, man.
Yeah. We'll talk, right?
Yes, sir. 100%. Do you want to?
Yes.
Actually, I'll tell you what. It's actually.
Yeah, you too.
That's fine. Yeah, I have legs and I'm in my 20s.
It's either in your car,
Yeah. What is it?
in a little white bin under some clothes.
You can mute it, I think.
All right, we're going to pause for a few minutes here as we have a pitching change between Wiff. They're going to bring Styles in now. Stant went his 4 innings, very good. And now Styles will attempt to go 5, 6, and then 7 to lock down a national championship. They're up 3-1. I believe this is where Wiff was last year, and Styles blew it. I wouldn't say he blew it. It's not like he blew a big lead. He just could not hold them. And the enemy were able to secure another victory. So I think Styles would like to redeem himself and try to get it done. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, well, I mean, I know. Definitely a lot of guys.
Yeah, well, you know, guys want to win games.
Want to win some fucking money, you know?
I don't know.
Yes, $3,000 in the finals pot here. Very nice.
This is the money game, all right.
And the players have graciously agreed to chop the pot, $2,000, $1,000.
Well, one thing's for sure, both teams want that money.
So
Yeah, they do want that money, but I would say Wiff is definitely good for the pride. A couple of chairs for free? Sure, I can take that chair home. Why not?
I don't want the bag.
I don't care.
The blue one's right there.
I usually
and the burgundy one.
throw the bags
further
out.
from the
Bags out.
airport than here.
So
Because that means I'm definitely close.
So bring them back next year.
And I also might.
Yeah, we could just leave them here for
want
next year.
someone to give me a
It'll
ride.
be Sylvie shares.
Yeah, let me know. I'll tell you like
Because you're playing.
All right,
just
man,
like
be good.
Uber,
Appreciate
right?
you, man. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
Always a
That's
pleasure.
also my plan, so we can
See
split.
you, Wiff?
Alright, well, worst case, I'll be there, but if not, we can get a ride.
Yeah.
Excellent. Oh yeah, I'll see you then. Nice. Very good. I tried Sylvie playing with the Suspects. A little very, very out of character for the Suspects to sign anybody other than Ryan Wood or John Costa. All right, let's put it down. Put it there for a second. Let's see. Is it still connected? Is it playing still or?
It looks like it. There's 2 people are watching.
So we got
Two people are watching.
top 5, correct?
I mean, in camera too.
Camera too, yes.
Is it going?
See if you turn it off, turn it back on.
It's not working.
Yeah, it's like frozen. What is this? Oh, starting soon. We gotta love all these little graphics we can have going on here.
Food.
Top 5.
Hold on, leave it there. You log out, go to share this device again. It'd be a lot easier if I knew what I was doing. All right, well, while that's loading up, we'll go back to our main feed here. Top 5 national championship game with Fink enemy. With Fink up 3-1 here. Styles coming in because he has to, because it's the golden game, and his first pitch is drilled the opposite way by Didio for a base hit. That's exactly how you did not want to start if you Mike Styles. Bangs his zone there, way up. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. You know, of course, Kevin Norris, who just struck out there, I don't think is playing at 100%. I know he recently had some shoulder issues and he didn't play in regionals, so who knows what his health is right now. Let's go bring up Ty. Pitch. Upstairs. Ty, of course, with a solo shot early in the game. The reason why the enemy have their 1 run. Trunk! Trunk! Ooh, Ty getting a little aggressive there. That's no way. So sometimes Styles drops down to his side and throws that Stant-like knuckleball, but certainly not as effective as Stant is. Pitch. Ooh, up and in. And, you know, just like that, it's first and second for the enemy, and they've got the go-ahead run in the box via Sean Handow. And again, Styles, you don't want to have a deja vu what happened last year. Pitch. It looks like he's kind of faint. Is there a bag in there? Then it's over by Tim's stuff.
Styles has got to find the zone here. He's having a little tough time right now.
Oh, that's 2. That's a gimme double play there from Handow. He is not happy. Big double play ball there. Missing the zone, however. So there was a runner on third. But that was huge from Styles, who generally... Oh, that was 3 outs. My mistake. That's a huge double play then.
What a change in events. First and second going out, and just like that, one swing of the bat, double play.
That was huge. That was huge because again, it seemed like Styles was kind of like fading off of his knuckleball a little bit there. But he gets out of the inning and he'll look to play another day. It's gonna now here comes that all-important pitching change for the enemy. They will go to Kevin. To finish this game out, bottom 5 and at least bottom 6. They will not be at bottom of the 7th if Wiff holds on to this 3-1 lead. The warming up of a pitch is always the most boring part of the game. I'm gonna go see if I can fix that camera real quick. I might need you to do something on here. So I'll be ready.
Let me know.
Is Didio still pitching?
Was it the fourth?
It's only the fourth.
Bottom four?
That makes sense. That was only supposed to go 3, so that's on me. I can tell you.
Way to get ahead.
And Didio starts it off with a first pitch strike. Kenny Rogers Sr.
A little better on the feed, not so much though. It's just not going to be good enough. Not enough.
Well, that's the issue.
It's just the Wi-Fi, I guess, is not strong enough connection to be able to get that camera on here, and it's just annoying. There's internet's a scam, Kayvon. Everything's a scam.
That's life.
So we're gonna go back to our properties here. We're actually gonna change this back to 4. So my mistake for all of you who've been misled. Anyway, so bottom 4 here, 3-1. Plenty of time now left. All of a sudden back in this game. Pitch. Ooh, a changeup, low and in off Ben's frail-looking leg.
So we got 1 out.
And Wiff trying to extend their lead here. Didio trying to finish out strong his 4th inning of work and do his job and get his game to Norris. Down 3-1. It's the only all they can ask for. Good eye from Benjamin, and that'll put a guy on base. One on, one out for Styles. Pitch. Ooh, change up one away. Looks like Didio's starting to struggle a little bit out there. Not getting the same zip on his pitches. Starting to grab the change up a little bit.
Yeah, if you're Didier right now, I mean, you'd love to throw the ball low in the zone, try to get a double play ball.
Not a riser there, because that's something that can, with the wind, try to look for a flag. The wind really isn't blowing, but there is a little bit of a breeze. If that makes any sense.
Good job.
Oh, it's a fly ball, right field. Foul play. Come on, Styles. A lot of contraband being consumed this weekend. Pitch. Drop. Big base hit there from Mike Styles. That's going to score a run.
I think it's first and third, right?
Wasn't there 2 guys on?
First and third, right? First and third. I think it's first and third, yeah. It was 1 on, 1 out, and then...
My mistake. I apologize. That's why I like doing the book when I'm commentating and be more aware of the score.
Even more so than last at bat. And me.
Well, that's going to be a big double play, but Didio makes an error, and that's going to score a run. It's now 4-1, and that is a tough run to give out, and that's going to do it for Didio. He is done. He did get an out, so Kev will be coming in, pitching the remaining 2/3 of an inning here, and then he will pitch 5, and then 6, and then maybe 7. And they were just starting to get to Didio later, you can tell.
Yeah, every run in a game like this, I mean, it's crucial. I mean, the difference between a 3-1 game and a 4-1 game, I mean, even in a format like Yard, where, offense plays a lot bigger of a factor, you got two good teams, Enemy and Wiff Inc., who can both pitch and hit, but when it comes down to big game,
I agree, and then you know in yard you always feel like you are a bloop and a blast away, and then you can start getting a little aggressive, getting a little too much in the box. And now all of a sudden you're changing it. Hey man, you too, man. Appreciate everything.
Take care.
wait a minute.
Danny still around?
Danny is sitting right out there with Jay.
I'll give him a call.
All right.
Thanks.
Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Fujitsu, I think those are these little like ductless units. I'll be getting one of those installed in my house. For a nice ductless unit, you know what I'm saying? Kayvon, none of this central air stuff. Put one of those big units on the wall, blow out that nice air, cool down that room, get that solar energy, save that electric bill, save the environment.
It's a big looking thing. Looks like it's gonna. Is that air conditioner?
It's the compressor for an air conditioning unit, yeah. So when you turn it on, this thing turns on. And then depending on how many zones you have, there's how many units inside the house. Will determine like how strong it is.
Thing looks like it'll cool down a gymnasium in 5 minutes.
That's right. Fujitsu. It's a good brand. I guess I know nothing about them. I just know that they are better than Central Air, opinion-wise. But anywho, we're all poor here at Wiffle Ball, and we take what we can get.
We need the lights on that field too, or just this field?
Just this field. Yeah, I think everything's picked up over there.
Up until what time? It's 6:45.
One out. No, we don't need them over there. I would say probably till like 8 at least, maybe 9. Do 9, keep it safe. Then you can always turn it off early.
Where? It might be my fault, but I didn't find it.
It wasn't a little bag in there in the white bin. There was like a bag of ingredients. I mean, it was stuff, oregano.
No,
You're lying. It's in your pocket.
there's no oregano.
You're such a liar.
I'm serious. I didn't find it.
Well, this is disappointing.
The reason I was gone for so long is that I didn't want to disappoint you. But I did anyway.
I disappointed myself by not knowing where anything is and not trying to get it myself. I can go in between innings and give it a whirl because it could be somewhere. It's probably in there.
I could have missed it, but I was looking for a white bag really hard.
No, white bin. It was like next to the
Yeah,
next to
yeah,
the clothes,
I
there's
saw
a
the
little
little-
white thing. So it
yeah,
should
it
have
wasn't
been
in
that
there.
under wires.
No,
Under God, indivisible.
it was not. With liberty and justice for all.
Pitch. Disgusting.
Oh, that would have been cool if it was
I
a
don't know.
strikeout.
I wish I learned how to throw that pitch. I feel like I used to be able to throw that pitch maybe 10 years ago. I'm sure it doesn't.
Roll it up, come on.
It's a swing. It's to turn the knob. Make sure it doesn't knob. Not block. I mean.
It's locked. It's locked. It's locked.
Oh, you see the other side? So is there a push button on that on the side? Is the button you can push in?
I don't know. What? No, just make sure.
I know, but put it as close as possible, and then I'm just gonna put this. Keep going. No, don't shut it though. Just put this up against it a little bit. Yeah, up. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. Ooh, good pitch there from Kevin. From the enemy. I don't know the running situation, but there's definitely guys on base.
Wiff Inc. needs all the run support they can get. There's still a lot of time for Enemy to come back, make some noise in this game. If you're Wiff Inc. right now, you can't let your foot off the gas. You gotta just keep
I agree.
pounding away,
I think it's a great point.
grinding away at bats. Don't waste any pitches.
Never enough runs against the enemy. Anytime they can explode for a million runs, you got to keep it. I agree with you. You got to keep the foot on the pedal here, foot on the gas pitch. Kevin seems to only be trying to throw pitches going from left to right. I wonder if again this has something to do with his injured shoulder and that he feels like he can't throw something else. But we'll see. It's early.
For Wiff Inc. right now, I mean, I feel like you have a lot of momentum rolling right now.
This game can get wide open real fast.
Handout, what's the base runner situation? Okay, the bases are loaded. We have one, maybe 2 outs. This is a pivotal point of the game here, midway in the 4th. Pitch. Ooh, good eye from Styles. So what makes Kevin tough is that he's such an accurate pitcher that he knows it's not a great pitch, but it's a close enough pitch, and you can swing it.
Styles, of course, adjusting the rug. Rugs have been a little bit of an issue this weekend, mainly because of the wetness. Wow, nasty. See, so Kevin is capable of throwing a drop curve. Perhaps just being more selective with his pitch counts.
That's a high fly ball. Right center field. And it is out of here. A grand slam for Mike Styles. And this game is wide open now. It is 8-1 with Inc.
Yeah, I mean,
That is huge. Back-breaking home run there from Styles.
that's just an absolute morale-killing blast right there.
That's tough. Again, like you said earlier, 3-1-4 on big difference. 4-1, 8-1 can seem insurmountable. And it just seems like as the season progresses, it's just Wiff Inc.'s year to win it. And all that talk earlier in the game about chopping the pot, we know it's not about the money for these guys. It is about pride. It's about winning something that has been unattainable, especially for Wiff Inc. and guys like Kenny and his dad and to a lesser extent Stant, because he's won with our team. Junior pops this one up. Oh my God, it just lands fair. And Ty looked like he came up a little lame there. I wonder if the enemy are done. Ty looks like he's limping around.
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly surprised. I'm honestly surprised neither of them laid out for that.
Yeah, that's how I think they know it's over. Which is kind of a crazy thought, because again, the enemy have been the staple. They've been the cream of the crop in this region, in this area for years, and that's a disgusting pitch though from Kevin. And obviously at any point, things can change. There's always going to be a new contender, a new champion, a new heavyweight champ, for lack of a better term. I'm trying to think of a wrestling reference, But it's finally going to be Wiff Inc. season, I think.
Well, for the viewers at home, if there's any team that has the best chance of coming back from a deficit like this, it is enemy. They've proven.
It's true.
Time and again, don't count them out of it.
And your yard is a fickle game. Wow, Kenny chasing in that one. Hey, like we said earlier, Kenny's the guy I want to be facing in this lineup, which is kind of crazy, because 10 years ago, I would never want to face Kenny Sr. But 7 runs can be attained pretty fast in the sport.
So I think lineup is just devastating. Doesn't matter who you're facing, what part of the lineup, everyone can hit. You just got to make pitches, and if you don't, balls are gonna get hit.
I know there's been some talk about adjusting the format for next year, and I know one of the adjustments was introducing a purely open national championship. That ball's ripped.
Nice play from Handow. and that'll retire the side. And we'll continue this conversation after break. But we're going to the top of the 5th. It is 8-1 Inc. Not over yet, though. Yeah, Kevin, there's been talks about maybe kind of going to a more traditional, like, UF style tournament where it's just open rosters, no league portion, no double whatever brackets, just a straight 40-team yard tournament. Open, you have 3 to 5 minute teams. And it's just a random tournament. There's no point system, none of that stuff. You know, and then having maybe a separate weekend for league teams to do a league, you know, I don't want to say an open, but some type of 2-day tournament or a day and a half tournament that kind of encapsulates their season, so we can have 2 separate events. What are your thoughts on something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I love it, like you said. Like, for almost like a comparison, you know, I almost think of it in like the sport of golf. You have like the U.S. Open and the Masters, where you kind of have like a Masters. If I'm familiar, or if I am right, the Masters is almost just like a you know, it doesn't necessarily matter if you finish, you know, where you finish in the PGA Tour. It's kind of like a
you just Masters. You're in the Masters because you're in the Masters because you're qualified for the Masters. I get what you're saying, and that makes sense. Whereas the U.S. Open is open to anybody. Anybody can come down, or it's a major anybody can enter really, right? Whereas some of these other events, maybe like the FedEx Cup, is just for league members only. But like, you know, the U.S. Open, anybody can enter.
Yeah, so like you could have like a big tournament where you have all the league teams. You know, it kind of favors the league teams, or it's just like a league team open versus like just like and then have another tournament maybe later, or say you have like the league team open in August, and then maybe have just the more encompassing tournament in either like September or October, where it doesn't necessarily matter if you're a league team or not. Everyone almost has the same chances to, you know, win it all.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I think you can do the league event on the weekend that we do regionals, which is usually, like you said, end of July, early August, and then you can have this national event on the same weekend it is here. I think people like that it's like the end of August for this event. It's a kind of like an end of summer event, and
Yeah.
it's before Labor Day, sometimes 2 weeks before Labor Day. And Didio's looking very tan in the boxes. This guy got a lot of color this weekend. A lot of people got a lot of color this weekend. My nose on fire.
Even more tan than Styles. I'm pretty
Styles
surprised.
also lives on the beach, like, for his summer job. He lives in a house on Fire Island.
Would you say that Didio is more tan than Johnny? Johnny Costa?
Right now, no. I think Johnny Wiff is still tanner because he is Sicilian and they just get very dark.
Yeah. But definitely one of the more tan of the bunch is Didio.
Didio looking very good. You can see that tan line on the back of his shoulder there. Didio, of course, also Italian. Kevin with that Irish kind of reddish tan going on. And now looking pretty boring. Ty looking the same. Pitch. Upstairs. So if you're enemy, let's start right now. One inning at a time. One at bat, one pitch. Yeah, ground ball foul. Since I was in base runners, they're smart. They know they're not going to get 7 back in one shot. They're going to try to get a few here, a few there, and it's up to Kevin to put up some shutdown innings. And if anybody who can do it, it's Kevin.
Exactly. It's just chip away at this point. I mean, you got 3 innings. It's not like they got to all do it all in one inning. You got 3 here, 3 there. Just like that, you're back in it.
This is a good opening at bat from Didio here, taking some pitchers, making Styles work a little bit.
Yes. Opening at bat of an inning is always, in a lot of cases, the most important.
That's a nice play there from Benjamin. Now that's a pitch that Didio's going to want to have back. That's a get me over 3-2 drop, up 7 runs, and Didio definitely wishes he got a base hit there.
But if you Styles, that's all you gotta do. You're up 7 runs.
Yeah, I mean,
Just pitch the contact. You don't want to start walking guys.
exactly. I mean, you got to give credit to Styles in that situation, throwing strikes.
That's a nice pitch. Right there, the overhand curve. Styles really has increased the non-knuckleball repertoire because he knows he's not going to have the knuckleball all the time. And you got to have other pitches to throw. It's just so tough to hit, man, when you got a guy coming at you with very good conventional stuff and then also a very good knuckleball. This camera's coming in a lot better now with its speed. Probably it's because it's a little bit closer. We'll cut to our second angle here. Here for our second half of the game. It's about to turn the iPad painting. It's going to turn the phone. That's a high fly ball, right field. And Kenny is under it, makes the play. This is why you really need the camera from behind the zone. Just so we can see the whole field.
Got a 3-0 count. If you're tied right now, you gotta find a way to extend this inning.
Yeah, you can't be swinging here. You gotta take the walk. Wow, good hold. He takes the walk, and there you go. There's a base runner, and sometimes it starts with 1. Who knows? Anything can happen, Kayvon. You know, this next ground ball, Styles' ball could crack. Now all of a sudden he's got to change balls, and who knows? You know, you're a pitcher. You know, sometimes you get locked in with the ball all day and it cracks. You're kind of like, it's just never the same. Even if the cut's the same, no ball's ever the same.
Mm-hmm.
No ball ever moves identical, unless you did it. I think he held. That hit anyway.
That was a great pitch from Styles right there.
It's an unhittable pitch.
Threw 5 balls in a row. There's no way Sean was swinging at that pitch.
Yeah, that's a great sequence right there. Like, disgusting Brooklyn changeup and then a sidearm knuckleball on the lower left pipe, side retired. There's not much you can do about that pitch.
Just when you thought you had a little 2-out rally going,
Just like that.
demoralizing moment. Just like that. Head into the
Oh, I forgot the champagne.
food man forgot the champagne. What a guy.
Tough scene.
They don't even get to booze like they're supposed to after putting in all that work trying to be the best at yard. No bubbles for these guys. Just put it behind home plate.
It's not gonna connect.
5 or 6.
Bottom 5.
Heading into the bottom of the 5th.
Nice pitch there. We're back. I'm gonna check out our new camera angle. I'm trying to really see all those balls that hit the fence, and now we should be able to see them.
little split screen action here going for you at home. You're able to watch both the pitcher and the fielder. Nice play there from Kevin. Disappointing result from Gavin's adventures here. No, he's over there. Popped him up. Oh, what happened? My phone just died. Oh, what happened?
Let's go, 2 outs. Nothing to the wall, Sean. Maybe you should wait a second on the ground.
And that ball's ripped. Nice play there from Kevin to knock it down. We got a base runner.
Yeah.
First, second. Outs. Thank you. First, second, 2 out. We'll go to our split angle here. Oh, this is pretty cool. Love this. Look at this angle we got going on here, Kevon. Little slash action here. We got a little pitcher batter on one angle, get the outfield the other angle. Really doing it up here, Golden Stick.
Go, Kev.
Energy lacking a little bit here late in the games. It's been a long tournament. Pitch. And, you know, the finals is usually over around, you know, we've been ending around 5 o'clock. Usually on the road by 7, unfortunately. It's 7 o'clock. But all things considered, Kevon, considering we had to play 3 extra rounds of wiffle ball this morning, we are doing pretty good. Only 2 hours behind schedule, so that's pretty good. Considering that's like really 3.5 hours worth of games.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I would have preferred a lot of the playoff games be 5 innings.
Yes.
But that's just me, depending on, you know, how our team finished. Way too beautiful. But
All the Players' Cup games?
yes.
Well, those games are always 4 innings, though. Those didn't change.
Okay.
We usually do 4 innings, and then we do a semi of 5, and then the finals a golden game. This year, again, the ball's ripped. Missed the camera shot there. Tough scene. That was my chance. Bad director.
Yeah, I mean, look, you know, I think also some of the games today could have been 4, but you're still paying for a product, and you know, the weather's beautiful today. But next year, I think there was going to be, and what spurred the whole conversation about the new style to the tournament is how many games you've got today, and how, you know, I would argue that the format is not complicated, but there's still a lot going on. But at the end of the day, you're playing pool play games, and then you get reseeded to play some elimination games, and then you play some more elimination games. But perhaps the Saturday night elimination, double elimination rounds needs to be reformatted a little bit. Which is, you know, a very simple Excel spreadsheet away from being done. Dan Moore approaching the booth. Did a great job with field crew this afternoon, as well as this morning and yesterday morning. Although, hey, are you missing sneakers?
No, it's not me.
So they both have to be Adele then. 'Cause they said there were 2 pairs of shoes left.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, he was pretty like unconscious.
We were all very unconscious. I literally didn't fall asleep until like almost 2:30, and my alarm was going off at 6:15. All right, we're gonna be top of the 6th now. I'd say we're going to lose that camera soon in the outfield, so what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna unplug this battery. I'm gonna go plug it in down there. Try to save my phone for a little bit.
What are you taking in your car? What am I taking in my car? Battery car. My car probably nothing. Let's go, Styles. Top 6 boys. Boys, way up. Come on, Styles. Yo, you want me here with him or you want me just... No, right there. No, him. No, I know. Dude, stay here. Okay. Just don't want to get to the fence. Let's go.
Wiff Inc. is 6 outs away from the money, the fame, and all the women in the world. Gets Didio there with upper piper. So now Wiff Inc. is 5 outs away.
Let's go, Styles. Yeah.
One of you had that game filmed tonight, so I mean,
We'll play more outlet than that.
This is Mike Styles' game right here.
I'm Will.
get some kind of notification or whatever, just like totally freeze. So next year, what I'm going to try to do is I have my laptop. Basically, use the laptop as direct input. And we can just change between the 3 cameras. Yeah, but I don't think you can talk into the laptop. So really, you need like 2 people. You need one person doing the switching, getting the board off, and one person doing.
You're not getting any of the like outfielding, you know.
I know.
Can it go 0.5?
That's why I do this.
Okay.
And then you can, I had zoomed in for a little bit, yeah. So you do this, and then you just switch that on a play, or what I was doing this. Get both going at the same time.
That's pretty cool.
And then you can also do a little bit more of this, slashing like that.
That's pretty
So
cool.
there's some other, they have a lot. You hit this button, we'll just go there for now. You hit this button and you can add some multi-view, you can pick 3 views. Same stuff you do on the Twitch, right? So it's cool they have it like built in here. You can just edit it yourself, put a card in, do some overlays.
That's sick.
So,
What is that?
do lower third switcher, put players' names in here. I have the logo already. Yeah, I mean, there's only, you can only get better with this app.
Yeah.
We gotta work on getting some kind of Wi-Fi booster.
So now, runner on first, one out.
Because that phone, like, even if you were a few feet away from where it is now, you're struggling to connect. It's tough. And who knows where their Wi-Fi router is here? Who knows how strong it is? It's not out. There's also like I think that's all around here too. Whatever. Again, no matter what, the footage gets put up there. It's saved. So
Okay.
it's nice. Don't worry.
Yeah, I feel like, dude, we can like, I want to like edit some videos for this. I just want to like, like if you give me instructions of like what you want, I could probably do it.
There's literally no preference. This could be a double play ball.
Go!
Got him. There's no preference. Edit a video the way you would want to make it for yourself. Whether it's a highlight clip or a compilation, whatever, dude. Full access to that P cloud. You can do whatever you want. Download anything, Pinterest, anything you can do is great.
Yeah, 'cause we gotta keep growing this league, you know.
You gotta get more footage out there. Like this winter, we took a lot of footage. I took a lot of footage this year, and we gotta go through it and put some content out there and just be like, look, we're not just like a money tournament. Like this guy's hitting bombs, making great plays.
Yeah.
You're not just a money tournament, you're a money and content
Money
tournament.
and content tournament.
Yeah.
You
There's
wiffle
mad
ball.
content. There's storylines in this.
There's a lot of stuff. I agree with.
It's
We
crazy.
always joke that if there was like a Netflix group here doing like a documentary on the season on the event,
There's shit 100%.
they would love the stupid stuff that goes on.
Dude, this league is so
The
unique.
characters.
Yes.
There's a lot of very fascinating individuals that play this
Yes, there are.
professionally, including these three in the booth right here. Very fascinating individuals. And even this team is littered with just interesting guys, from Styles to Didio to Kevin to Ben. And then you have Winnie and Vargas sitting over there.
Especially Vargas.
Mora, Didio's girlfriend. Lanigan over there with Nick Lee and Gannon. Very interesting combination of 3 people standing next to each other.
But this is the content and the people you get at Wiffle Ball, right?
This is it.
That's what you get.
Very great reality TV potential.
I agree. Let's get out there. Where's
Netflix,
Where's
come to you, Hulu.
Barstool, Netflix, Prime Video,
Yo,
Hulu.
look at Barstool might do that.
I've messaged them a lot. I've reached out to them a lot. I've
Yeah.
sent them stuff.
You know,
I
like
feel
what,
like it's the type of
what
thing-
kind of
You
what
would
kind of
think.
guys play this professional competitive wiffle ball?
Who are they on and off the field?
What kind of guys are they on the field?
Little
But almost
one-on-one.
more interestingly, who they are off the field.
I was kind of saying this is like kind of Yankees, Red Sox in a way, right? You got the enemies, established team with all the rings, and the Wiff Inc. is maybe like a 2004 Red Sox.
Yeah, finally getting that chance. Yeah, Kenny's definitely been searching for this for a very long time.
I mean, I'm only 2 years in this league, so I don't know the full history.
Well, the enemy have dominated for a decade.
Yeah.
You know, with a couple of offshoots here and there, and they didn't play one year. It's been their league. Yeah, that's much better. The battery that was charging it was under this, so it was making a better angle. So now we're gonna, again, this is what we do. We problem solve with items that you wouldn't generally find in other things.
Right.
So the Chum had a very interesting tournament, right? You had a nice day Saturday. You made it through the Final Four, so you can get that bye to Sunday. You were the 4 seed. We hit
3
the
seed.
third,
You were the
yeah.
3 seed. It's a nice pitch, nice play from Kevin up with it. Makes the play. And yeah, and then you played a crazy marathon final 12 game against Earl, down 10-3. I assume you tied it. And then you lost 14-12.
Yeah, you know, it was tough loss. Some really good wiffle ball. Balls were flying. Like the field the ball was carrying. Everybody was hitting homers.
Yeah, I feel like every time I looked, I just saw more fly balls leaving the park.
We were down, I think, 10-1, and that was a little scary. But
We're down
battled 10-1, yeah, and then we battled back. But all you know, they're veterans. Like they've been there before, I'm sure.
But that's again about these tournament games. You know, they're one and done. There is no tomorrow. You gotta come back from 10-1, right? And in yard, Kayvon and I were talking about this before. Like, you can score 4 or 5 runs at a drop real fast.
Easy, yep.
And you gotta
Just at the tip of a hat.
No lead is really safe.
Not until that last out is recorded.
Why is there not like ESPN Doge or whatever it's called?
Oh, what happened? No. Fucking Christ. Can't get up right here. Alright, this is it. Top 7, I believe, right? This is your bowl game, folks.
7, yeah.
This is your bowl game, folks. Modified 7-inning game due to fake rain and fake weather. Of course, the government runs all weather. We live in a dome, so how do we even have weather? I mean, Coriolis effect, it's fake. I've got to run and get the championship plaques. Unless somebody wants to run over there and get it for me. I can just go get it.
Why don't you go do that?
I will go do that.
I'll walk with you that way.
Well, it's by the tournament.
Wiff Inc. is 3 outs away from the money, fame, and glory that comes with winning a wiffle ball championship. And who else on the mound but shirtless sex symbol Mike Styles, getting busy on the carpet, chucking whiffs, trying to close this game out. Just 6 strikes away from splitting the big pot with his boys. Will he do it? Or will the enemy surmount a colossal comeback? That is yet to be determined on this Sunday in Staten Island, New York. It all comes down to this. The moment we've all been waiting for. Styles is ready. Stant is ready. Kenny Jr. is ready. First pitch. Ball low.
Styles, got a head, stay ahead, kid.
2 balls, no strikes.
Love that. Love that. Let's go, Styles. Love that. Come on. Come on, Styles. Love that. Love that.
Full count.
Styles, win it. Go, baby. Hey, I love that.
Ground ball to Stant. Fields it, throws, gets the out. 2 outs away.
One down, Styles. Let's go, Vince. Love it, Styles. Love it. That boy, come on. Let's go, Styles.
Styles gets ahead in the count. 1-2.
You got room, Ken.
Driven back.
Let's go, 2 days. 2 days. Let's go, baby.
And now Wiffink is 1 out away.
Play like halfway. Let's go, Styles. No one better. All right, come on.
It all comes down to Kevin Norris. Can he extend the inning for the enemy?
Hey, pump him up, man. Love it. Come on, Styles. Go, trust it. Hey, boy, one more.
And now Wiffink is 1 strike away.
Come on. Go, Styles, right now. Go.
1 strike away from the money, the fame, and the glory.
Go, baby. Let's go, man. Let's go out there. Let's go. Let's go. No better. So with you. Go, Styles. Oh, baby.
Sets the pitch,
Fucking win it now, Styles.
fouls it off.
Let's go. Come on. Love that. Go. Hey, you win it. Come on, baby. Go.
Mike Styles earlier in the game hit a grand slam to extend the lead from 4-1 to 8-1, breaking the game open for Wiffink. Driven.
Hey, you win it.
Foul ball.
You win it. Let's go, Styles. Go. Cool. All right, guys, get the line. Be ready. Go. And place home. Oh!
Ground ball to Styles. Throws. Wiffink wins the title. And that's going to do it. Mike Styles hits a grand slam to extend the lead to 8-1 and closes it out in the bottom of the 7th to give the enemy, give Wiffink an 8-1 victory over the enemy.
Keep that on, Kim.